Namaste. I'm Dr. Falguni Gandhi from Vande Wellness, and here we are in Tulum, Mexico, enjoying a very beautiful retreat for Panchakarma, meditation, yoga, and on and on. It's just wonderful. The food, the diet, the ambience, and the birds, the outdoor. And the most important thing is we have a wonderful guest, Dr. Anu PK, our Ayurveda physician, who is helping everyone stay healthy and also helping everyone rejuvenate, have increase their biological age, and on and on and on. I can go on. But welcome, Dr. Anu PK, again, Vaidyaji, at our podcast for Vande Wellness. And my, of course, biggest, most important question is, why Panchakarma? What does Ayurveda say about Panchakarma? Why are the whole world, including the Western world, why are we crazy about Panchakarma? And what a few of the things that we change, what is written in the books and what we actually can do according to the benefits and also according to some of the Western world, the laws. So please tell us a little bit about Panchakarma.
First of all, thank you, Falguni ji. Thank you, Falguni ji, to bring out this wonderful podcast. And it is my wonderful opportunity to speak a few words about Panchakarma. Panchakarma is the detox procedure in Ayurveda. Ayurveda, which is a traditional system of medicine, which originated in India around 5,000 years ago. And Panchakarma is one of the different modalities, or you can say the ultimate treatment modality, which is told in Ayurveda. So what is Panchakarma? Often people say Panchakarma, or we use that word without even thinking too much. But what is real Panchakarma? Panchakarma, as the word suggests, in Sanskrit means Panch Karma, 5 procedures. So which are those? Those are Vamana, which is induced emesis, Virechana, which is induced purgation, Basti, which is enema, then Rakta Moksha, bloodletting, and Nasya, which is nasal arine medications. So why do we do it and what do we do it? In specific concerns do we do it? That is the next question. So before actually going to the Panchakarma, which is this 5 procedures, we start with the Purva Karma, or the preparatory procedures, in which there is intake of the medicated ghee, which is prescribed or advised as per the condition of the client. And after a detailed consultation with the Ayurvedic physician, the choice of your ghee is decided, and that is given, which is coming in the Purva Karma, or the preparatory procedures. Okay. So that is called as Snehapana, which is internal administration of the medicated ghee.
Very nice. Yeah. So give us a little input of why should we do Snehapan?
Yeah, that's right. So as
because
I said, Panchakarma
is done with doshas.
Right, yes, right. Sorry to interrupt. So Panchakarma is the 5 procedures. So at one time, a person can't do more than 2 Panchakarma. Means out of the 5, only 2 can be done at a time, at one set. Like if you're going to do a Panchakarma for one period of time, you can do only 2.
Right.
So in that, before actually undergoing the final day of Virechana or Vamana or whatever it may be, the preparatory procedures. So it is actually divided into 3 stages. Purva Karma, or the preparatory procedures, Pradhana Karma, or the main procedure in which the Panchakarma will come, and Paschat Karma, or the after procedures.
Correct.
So in the Purva Karma, or the preparatory stage, is where the intake of the medicated ghee comes, and the external procedures comes as well in that.
Correct.
But mostly people don't understand it, or maybe they're not educated about it. So random external procedures are also given a name of Panchakarma, but they are the preparatory procedures. Correct. Say for example, if a person with so and so complaints or concerns come to me, I would suggest a detox procedure wherein there will be the first preparatory procedure of intake of the medicated ghee, which is Snehapan. Sneha means unctuous material. Pana means administration. So you are internally taking it, which provides internal lubrication, so that all the accumulated toxins from different parts of the body is entirely coming to the koshta, or the intestine, and then it is ready to be flushed out.
Correct.
So Snehapana is the first step, which is the internal lubrication.
Yeah. From all the shrotas, right?
From all the channels or shrotas.
Good. Tell us a little bit about that.
So from all the channels. So you can say that body, our human body, is a complicated matrix of so many channels in which so many things are flowing. It can be blood, lymph, so many things. So it is in a continuous motion. So what happens when diseases happen, or you can say concerns happen? Some of that process is not going right. In simple terms, if you say these channels are blocked, purpose or intent of Panchakarma is to make sure all of these things which is accumulated in different shrotas or channels is brought to our koshta, which is the intestine, and it is flushed out. Now, how do we achieve it? We achieve it first by snehapana, that is the medicated ghee. So, for each set of concerns, we are selecting the medicated ghee. So, the person with a complaint or a concern with so-and-so concerns might be having a different ghee from another person who is having a different condition. So, it will not be the same for everyone.
So, good, Anuji. I wanted to ask you, like, what is the snehapan, the anxious, the medicated ghee that they have to take? So, explain us a little bit about that.
Okay. So, snehapan is coming as a part of the preparatory procedure, which is making the body lubricated internally. Again, the sneha, which is the unctuous material, it can be ghee, it can be oil, it can be an animal fat, depending upon the condition. Mostly we use ghee, medicated, Ayurvedic medicated ghee. So that's why it's popularly known like that. So in snehapana.
And one more question. I think you have different medicated ghees for different body constitutions or different, ailments, correct?
Exactly. For different ailments, we have different medicated ghee. So that is the logic of the physician who is taking the consultation to understand what set of concerns our client has, and based upon the concerns, they say the medicated ghee is chosen, and then that is given in an ascending dose. So maybe it can be for 3 days or 4 days or 5 days, depending upon how much of the toxins are removed. That is decided by the physician, and thereby the client is instructed on how to take the medicated ghee.
So almost the consultation is on a daily basis.
Yeah, consultation will be on a daily basis.
Where the patient stands or where the, okay, good.
So after the internal administration of the medicated ghee, then they follow to the next procedure, which is external lubrication. So internal lubrication is done, followed by external lubrication, which is popularly known as all the external procedures, which is Abhyanga, which is full body oil massages, then Pindas Vedas, which is also a poultice massage wherein the toxins are removed, and even other procedures like Shirodhara, all sorts of, all the external procedures which encompasses, which is called Bahya Chikitsa, will come in the second stage, in the preparatory stage. So first is Snehapana, internal administration, followed by Sneha externally, Abhyanga, and then Sveda, which is fermentation. So it's like you lubricate internally, then lubricate externally, then releases the toxins externally.
So good. I have one more question. So when we are talking about lubrication internally, what is like, how do our viewers and people interested in Ayurveda find out, like, what is the exact need for that? What is the real understanding for that? Like, because there is the dhatus, there's the shrotas, and then it goes one by one each layer. So explain us a little bit about that, please.
Imagine you are imagine your body is like a dry stick and there is no lubrication. Imagine it is like that. So what do? So when you are applying oil to it on a daily basis, what happens? After a while, it will become a bit able to be bended. Or it means mended, like you can bring it in your own control. It is exactly the same thing, or it is drawing parallel to the same concept. So we are making it internally viable so that we can bring out the dislodged toxins in different parts of the body. We say the extremities are shakha, like your hands, your limbs, and all the toxins that are dislodged in different parts of the body is channelized to the central focus, which is your koshta or intestine, and it is flushed out.
And one more reason is because that is our biggest orifice, right? That's the one place where you can throw out the toxins in a faster, better way. They bring them to the madhyam of the body. Good.
This is when I'm saying specifically about Virechana, which is one among the Panchakarma, which is most commonly done. We do the gut cleansing or Virechana. Virechana is like to forcefully flush out the toxins via the rectal route or the anal route, with the form of inducing a temporary state of diarrhea, which is the last day. After the Snehapan, the external procedures, and final day is Virechana. which is achieved. So it can't be done in one go. So that is why we prepare the body to lead to that. And finally, it is done by inducing a temporary state of diarrhea in which the client will have multiple times of bowel motions, and through which the toxins are released so that they don't have so much strain, because they are doing it in a ascending fashion, and then they slowly come to that. It's not like you just got
So all the
diarrhea.
impurities come back into the intestine, and then that's the time when we go ahead and do it. So usually, what does a patient or a person who wants to do panchakarma, how many days, how many weeks should they do it? What is recommended? Why would it differ from someone doing for 1 week, someone doing for 4 weeks? Should it also be done regularly, when in sense for rejuvenative purposes, maybe they don't have that many ailments, maybe they're fit, maybe they're taking care of themselves and the diet and everything. So tell us a little bit about that too.
Good question. So, do we really need to do panchakarma? See, as I said, you can't do more than 2 panchakarmas at a time, means more than 2 karmas at a time. Panchakarma is 5, so you can't do more than 2 karmas at a time. So, it is not possible to do all the things in a brief span of 7 or 14 days. So, in Ayurveda, the count goes in 7, 14, 21. So, it goes like that. So, it is not possible to do everything in one go, because the body will also become weak. And you should not strain the person so much.
Correct.
Because they need rest. And we also say that if you are taking a therapy for 7 days, you need a rest period of at least 7 days, so that the strain, or you can say the effort which the body had undergone. Maybe when we say it seems simple, oh, you're just taking the ghee and then you're just doing the massages. No, it's not like that. It is a bit more complex. It works in different ways. Say, for example, the hardest or the trickiest part in Panchakarma is the preparatory stage of Snehapan, where the person is supposed to drink the ghee, in which the person undergoes, there is emotional as well as physical set of symptoms and signs that they feel. Like they might be feeling overwhelmed. They might feel physically fatigued. And so many things. And as you said, you put a question, like if they are doing the diet properly and everything properly, why do they need it? So Panchakarma can be done in 2 ways. You can see, not only Panchakarma, in even Ayurveda, it is for 2 set of concerns. One is to preserve the health of a healthy person, for swastha.
That's the first one.
That's for swastha. And to cure the ailments of a person who have real concerns, which is Atura. So it is like Swastha Vrita, which is to give more importance to wellness, and the other part is Atura Prashamana, which is to illness. So, which explains the question, right? A person who is having ailments can also do it, and a person who is absolutely fit can do it.
So, in one manner, people can do it regularly, like every 6 months, correct? And that's what also it says in Ayurveda.
Yeah.
Of course, going to Kuti Pravesh and all that is at a very rejuvenative, at a very high level, a different level. But in the meantime, while we're talking about Panchakarma, I also wanted to ask you diet. Tell us a little bit, because I know before you start Panchakarma and during Panchakarma, you have to have a particular type of sattvic diet, which we are already enjoying up here. But tell us a little bit about that. Why? What about the proportions? Whatever. There's so much to learn.
Diet, mostly people confuse it like a mono diet. Yeah, it is a mono diet like a khichdi or a simple rice porridge that is only on the day of the final detox and during the days of Snehapana. During the days of Snehapana, when they are taking the ghee, then yes, the diet should be very minimal, so that there is, because the ghee itself is heavy, it will weigh you down, and you have to just break the fast or break the ghee intake once you are really hungry. And that is when you do it with a simple rice congee or khichdi.
Moong dal
khichdi, split moong dal khichdi, all of that. But on the other days, when you're doing the external procedures, it's more or less a conducive diet. Conducive diet as in not to disturb Vata, Pitta and Kapha. So these are the 3 doshas or the fundamental concepts of Ayurveda. So the diet will be non-inflammatory, non-heating, non-drying. Basically to understand, not to disturb the Vata element, Pitta, Dosha and the Kapha element in the body. So which in simple terms you can say like a balanced and bland diet, people would call it. But it is a bit more less of everything. Or you can say everything in moderation, even the portion sizes, the spice level and the equal importance to spices which are digestive, because at no point in Panchakarma we want to tamper with the digestion. So it is all balanced, and at the same time we make sure to give it most appetizing and tasty as much as possible, so that people don't get bored of the food also.
Yeah, and of course nowadays there's a lot of importance to vitamins and the kind of grains that we eat and the veggies and the fruits and all that. So it's a very nice, especially up here, like a literally absolutely appealing, beautifully decorated, and absolutely healthy, delicious diet we get to enjoy here. So after we do our panchakarma, you said there's also things that we have to do after.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that, please.
Yeah. So once the main procedure is done, like Virechana or the final detox day is achieved, then we progress to the Paschat Karma or the post Panchakarma guidelines, which is majorly the Samsarjana Krama or the ascending pattern of diet, in which when you are along with us, like in a Panchakarma retreat where we cater to each and every diet, then you need not be very much worried about it. But otherwise, if you're doing like a hybrid wherein you are doing a few things at home, I specifically tell my clients to be very particular about coming back to your regular diet, which should be in an ascending pattern. I go from a liquid to semi-solid and then solid diet. Basically, you are coming back to your regular diet, whichever it might be, in a conducive fashion. But do not come immediately to that, because after your day of detox, you will have an appetite, like you want to eat so many things, but then you should not do it. The reason because it will again tamper with your Agni. The Agni or the digestive fire is corrected, and you are now like remodeled and reshaped to a better thing. But then you should not stuff yourself with so many things. So you come in an ascending pattern to your regular diet.
Like in terms of Agni, it is like said, like if you have a little lit lamp, you want to pour little bit ghee at a time to, make it, stronger, but you just can't just take the whole ghee and dump on it. It's just the food the same way with the digestive system in there also. So also, do you think that after the Panchakarma, there should be an involvement of a, Ayurvedic physician to gradually take them back to their normal routine?
Yes. So what we
routine?
do here is we make them understand, educate, like what is better for their constitution. Say, for example, a person with a certain set of concerns might be coming to do Panchakarma for to cure that or to get benefit for that purpose. So our intention is to make them understand the whole process and how to incorporate Ayurveda in daily life. In daily life, in the sense, starting from your routines, your dinacharya, which is routines,
right.
Then your food, what you put inside, that is most important. Ahara, vihara, and the other things, lifestyle modifications, you can say, to make them understand how to live accordingly with Ayurveda in the most possible manner, according to, say, it is sometimes really overwhelming when people come back with so many things, because after doing a Panchakarma, they just are not guided properly as to how continue and keep the Ayurvedic way of living, which makes them again clueless. So it's very important to make them understand how to take it forward even after the Panchakarma is done.
So more like a follow-up appointment.
Yeah, so follow-up appointment is very important.
Right.
And even in certain cases when there is a little bit of other concerns involved, we also advise taking Rasayana as a rejuvenation or immunomodulatory support. So Rasayana herbs are also prescribed.
And especially it is very helpful after Panchakarma.
Yes, it is very helpful after Panchakarma.
Yeah, because now you've thrown out the toxins, or many of that, because it's an ongoing process. You have to constantly balance. Earlier, when you were talking about Dinacharya, I was also thinking if you could shed some light on Rutucharya and, how, our doshas balance, like we have to constantly balance them, right? If it's a morning, afternoon, evening, if you're a child, youth, young, old age, all that stuff. So tell us a little bit about Rutucharya also.
So there are certain things which you can do in a certain Ritu. Ritu is like two months together.
Seasons.
So Ritu is a season which is a combination of 2 months. So if you see the English calendar, it is 12 months, right?
Correct.
And the 12 months is divided into 2 months each, which is 6 Ritu. So as per Ayurveda, there are 6 Ritu, which is Shishir, Vasanta, Grishma, Varsha, Sharat and Hemanta. Shishira is early winter.
Right.
Vasanta is spring. Grishma is summer. Varsha is rains, Sharat is autumn, and Hemanta is late winter.
Yes.
So it's like 2 winters. You say late winter and early winter. There are 2 things in Ayurveda and the other seasons. But
the northern
if you
hemisphere,
see,
especially.
If you see the Western, or you can say in US, or we see there are like major 4 seasons at least. Like there is spring, there is fall, winter, and summer.
Right.
So considering that, in Ayurveda, they're specifically told what to do. We can incorporate the same thing here. Like say, simple one tip I would say. In summer, what do? We insist to drink cold water, cold refreshing drinks, not like cold water as in cold beverages, but refreshing drinks like coconut water, or you can say electrolytes. So same thing. And whereas in a winter season, more focus is on warming and nourishing drinks, so that the strength of the body is less in winter. In summer, there is dehydration, so you have to carry an umbrella if you are going too much exposed to sun, or you're walking around a lot. So it's like that. Specific guidelines are prescribed or said in Ayurvedic literature long back. They have told all of those things, which we can incorporate in our lives right now, according to the seasons which are available here. So fall, winter, summer, and rain. So rain, I don't think so. Rain is
spring and
spring.
So,
Spring.
Many a times, and some countries do have like a rainy season, and some don't as much because it rains throughout the year. But also, my other question was like, when we do like the pre Panchakarma consultation and the post so this is like the education that everyone gets, right? It is like a non-stop going, Ayurveda information, because there is so much to learn and so much to digest. And then that's how we get a chance to, sit with someone with so much knowledge and then so much, to just the BAMS, which is the Bachelor's of Ayurveda Medicine and Surgery, and an MD in Pharmacology Ayurveda is like herbal medicine is like absolutely amazing. I'm always fascinated by you, and we really thank you. Thank you again, Anuji, for putting so much, shed so much light on Panchakarma. And we will come back to you and talk more about it soon.
Thank you, Falguni ji. It was wonderful speaking to you.
Thank you.